Good morning, guys. Welcome to this installment of Mike's Vehicle Vlogs. I don't really have a whole lot going on today, but we are going to take care of a long-going problem that has been occurring with my mom's '04 Chevrolet Malibu Classic. If you guys have been following this channel for a very long time, I mean, even before I really started doing, getting off the ground with Mike's Vehicle Spotlight and stuff, you would have seen videos over the last, over the last 5 or 6 years, in regards to water in the taillights of my mom's car. I don't know how that water keeps getting in there. Now, I have tried on multiple occasions to eliminate this water problem. I have tried to tape up around the lens, which worked a little bit better, but still, we were still getting moisture in there. I then, a couple years ago, tried to re-caulk around the lens itself by getting rid of or trying to caulk the weather stripping back on to it, and that didn't seem to work because we were still getting water in there. Yeah, I wasn't really finding a good solution besides actually buying new lenses, and at this point it really isn't worth it for how old the car is. So the next thing that ended up happening was my mechanic, when we had the car over to him at one point in time recently, he drilled holes in the lenses at the bottom. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I probably wouldn't have drilled them on the outside like he did. I would have taken the lens out, maybe drilled it, on the back side so you really wouldn't see them. But needless to say, that way all the water will drain out this time, and hopefully we won't have water build up again. Unfortunately, the damage was already done. So one of the light bulb sockets completely corroded, and I thought we had a burnt out bulb, and I went to go change that bulb, and sure enough, the socket is terribly corroded, so it is probably done for. And one of her other brake lights just went out on that same side, so needless to say, we are probably not going to have luck when we change that bulb either. So what I ended up doing was I ordered the entire electrical board with the sockets and stuff. We ordered that through the actual GM dealership, which is next door. So when I get off work today, we are going to head over to my mom's and replace this piece. And hopefully with the holes in the lens now, we won't have to worry about there being any issues with the lights not working and everything corroding again. And it's just been a ridiculous ordeal that has been going on for a very long time now. So this is the driver's side I'm talking about. The passenger side seems to be okay at the moment. The driver's side always seemed to have gotten the worst of this situation. So, needless to say, after I get off work today, I have to go in, actually. I'm going to head over, pick up the part, and we're going to go ahead and change it. So I'll show you guys exactly what's going on. So I completely forgot about how cold it was going to be today, and I left my camera in here all day. Not good for the battery, so hopefully we won't have any issues with my battery dying prematurely. So naturally, because we are in Ohio and we are entering winter, it is going on 4:45 and I'm losing my daylight already. but that's not going to stop me from going over there and getting this done. So here's the part that we're going to be putting in. This is the, like I said, the actual GM AC Delco part that I got from the dealership, and it's so simple, but this is pretty much all it is. So yeah, it should be like this when we put it on the driver's side tail light. So there's 4 sockets here, if you know, in case you didn't notice it from the other videos that I've done with this issue. But 4 light sockets. This one here is the turn signal socket. This one here is the reverse light socket. And these 2 down here are the stop and tail light sockets. This one on hers is completely corroded out. It is not working at all anymore. And this is the one that just recently burned out. So I don't know if this one's related to a bad bulb. But regardless, this whole thing, because like I said, the water would get up to, like, you know, it would it would soak these 2 bulbs. So either way, this thing was bound to be replaced anyway. It should be really simple. I mean, there's one connecting plug right there, and that's it. So no tools should be required at all, which means this is going to be a quick fix as far as I'm concerned.
Sync, please say a command.
Call mom.
Calling mom.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you home?
Oh, God, am I home? Yeah.
And your car is
I
there?
have been... Is my what?
The car is there with you?
Yeah. Yeah, my car's here.
Okay, your part's here, so I'm coming over.
Yay! Okay, thank you.
So, as I completely expected, by the time we get to my mom's, which is just around the corner, it is almost entirely dark. So yeah, but like I said, this should not take long at all, and this should be easy, even in the dark. I just feel bad because I hope you guys can see this. I'll figure something out. Oh, looky. There's an Aztec. There's an Aztec. Oh. Not as dark yet. We could probably get it done in this amount of time. Those headlights are going to be next. So, we're just going to move the car up a little bit so I don't have to step in the muddy grass for this little repair, I guess. And then that way when the car's on, I can show you exactly what the deal is. God, this car rattles so much with its old age. That should be good. My keys there. We will need the trunk opened, obviously. So yeah, no lights at all. Oh, this stupid tire, we gotta recycle that. So, the good thing about this is, like I said, we really don't need any tools. We're just gonna have to pull this back as such. And this, and this. All of these, we just unscrew these. Take a little while. Okay, and with that, the light comes out. And there's our connector. So let me shut the car off. And get the new part. Whoa, what was that? We also got 2 brand new bulbs to throw into here also. So 2 new bulbs with the new light socket. And we're gonna go from there. So to take these off, there's 4 clips, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, and I think one of the bottom ones are broken. Maybe it was the other one. Looks like these are all intact, because these get really fragile over time. But I thought something broke, so you gotta be kind of careful when trying to lift this up and pry. Here we go. So as you can see, you can see the corrosion from the years of water just, submerging this. Like I said, this bulb, this thing, look at how corroded that is, and now you can just, even though it's getting dark, you can just tell it looks really funky. It looks like this bulb might have just burned out of natural causes, and we should be able to reuse these 2, so that's why I only grabbed 2 bulbs for now, because this and this for sure we need working, but these bulbs here are completely unaffected. So now I wonder if I'll be able to take this off with one hand. Alright, so much for the no tool thing, but this is getting dark. There's a little tab right there at the bottom. That's what we have to take off. So let me put the camera down again. Whew, so that was on there really well. That's not good. Even this looks like it's corroded. So I tried to take all the bulbs out. I'm gonna have to go buy another bulb because nothing's ever easy, but the reverse bulb actually got stuck in the socket. So when I pulled it out, that's what I pulled out. The other bulb looks fine, but that water caused a lot of issues. I'm gonna have to take it over there by the actual light and look at it. So here we are under the light. This is the bulb socket that completely quit working. That one there wasn't far behind. You can see the rust on the inside of, that contact inside of there. Oh my word. Oh no. Oh, I really hope that pin is not in that. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna have to double, check that again. Yeah, all of these look terrible. This was in really bad need of replacement. It's amazing what water can do. Oh boy, I really hope that's not a pin. I bet it is. I bet the pin's in there. I bet that's the pin. Shoot. Well, now I gotta find a pick or something. Well, hopefully this will work even when. I wonder how hard it would be to change that connector. It looks like I can't just replace this simple harness because it goes into that, main line there, I think. And that whole thing would probably have to be replaced. Okay, so I called the dealership to see if it was possible for me to just buy this head here, and then I can cut the wires and maybe splice them into this wiring harness. No, at least not tonight, but if I did want it, this would be a $72 part. That is ridiculous. $72 for this. Just, the head. So I can only imagine what the entire harness would cost. However, as bad a shape as this one is, I was able to get that piece out of there. Hopefully it didn't do too much damage, and maybe for the time being it'll last for a while. I mean, the contact is still in there, so that's good. But yeah, I was able to actually get the pin out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going with this little job here. Let's see if the new part will plug in, and we'll go from there. Oh, guys, it is amazing the circumstances that have taken place in this simple, very simple task of unplugging one thing and plugging in another. That is all this should have been, but nope, there's a bunch of other things that have obviously played into this. I called my dad, and I kind of asked him if it would be safe to put Vaseline on the connections because of the corrosion on the wiring harness, and we don't want to spend $70-some to replace the wiring harness. So he said that it seems like it would be okay because it's going to grease it, and I was just kind of concerned about the the aspect of it's not going to short out or anything like that if I do that. So I might put a little bit of that on the connector, and I know it's dark, I'm sorry, on the connector, and then that way it'll kind of maybe help it from having any more issues with the corrosion that's already there. So we'll try that. I mean, if it's going to get any worse, obviously the harness is going to have to be replaced. The goal is to obviously make this remaining harness last as long as we possibly can, and hopefully it won't give us any other issues. Now, on top of that, I went to plug in the bulbs, and it turns out I got the wrong bulbs. They gave me bulbs at work, and it turns out they're similar bulb, but it's not the same bulb. I got 3157s, and it turns out we need 3057s. So guess what? I had to go back out and buy 3057s. So hopefully without any other complications at this point in time, I am driving back to my mother's with new bulbs in tow, and I'm going to grease up the connector. We're going to plug it back in. We're going to put the bulbs in, and everything should be running or lighting up according to plan. So let's get back to my mom's. So as you can kind of see here, I just put a little bit of the Vaseline on there. I didn't want to do too much, I just did a little bit, at least that way it's kind of coated with something. So guys, this is going to be the moment of truth. All of these bulbs are in. Let me kind of explain what's going on, because I was going to try to reuse a couple of these older ones. So these two bottom ones here, which would be the stoplights, these are the most important ones in my opinion. These two are brand new, and we're trying to reuse this one, the reverse light, and I'm trying to reuse a bulb for the taillight. This is the exact taillight bulb here, so this one was working perfectly fine. Hopefully it still works in this one. So let's plug it back in, and let's cross our fingers and hope that this all works fine. Okay. Oh, that's not good. The battery's probably dead. No? Dying. Alright. Why is the chime so quiet? I don't like that. And we've got nothing. Oh boy. Oh, okay, we got something. Up. Up. Oh no. Oh no. That is not good. Nothing's working on that, is it? Oh. Well, the turn signal bulb still works. No taillights. That's probably the one that was corroded. Stoplights work? We have stoplights. But we don't have regular backlights. I wonder, that's probably the terminal that was all, that got that thing stuck in it. Okay, I wonder if the reverse light works. I don't think the reverse light works. Now the reverse light was a used bulb, so there's a chance that maybe the reverse light's damaged when it came out. Why is the chime so quiet? I don't like that. I really hope that something else isn't wrong with this issue. This is this is great. Alright, so first off, pay no attention to the screaming child in the yard behind me somewhere. But as you can see, I did manage to get the actual backlights to work. I think what ended up happening was it is part of the wiring harness. There's a short somewhere, so I don't know if one of the wires were coming undone or something. I kind of rotated the entire lens and these lights came on automatically. So as I predicted, the only light that is not fully functional is the reverse light right now. So unfortunately I'm probably going to have to buy just a new bulb for that one. But everything else as of this moment is okay. So let me kind of show you. So, like I told my mom, there's really nothing else that I can do in this point of time. I have honestly done all that I can do right now. It's 7:30. I got here at like 5. So, in conclusion, I'm going to put these little wing nuts back on. And that's going to be the end of this saga for now. Now I am hoping that if she's driving along and she hits a bump and stuff, I'm really hoping these lights don't cut in and out. But it just seemed like once the whole lens, the whole unit was rotated, those wires got tighter and it seems like they are on now, but I don't know. The one thing that remains true is the fact that circuit panel needed to be replaced anyway. And like I said, this light wasn't working at all on the old one, but now they are both lit. They're staying on, so like I said, I really hope... Oh, my phone died. I really hope that you know, this will work out with it just being like that, with the exception of replacing the reverse light. So that's all back on. Let me get this. Watch, I'll close the trunk and I will probably lose these lights. No, we're still good. Okay, now let's put the car back, I guess. Call it a night. Alright, so that's over for now. And yeah, hopefully that won't end up being as much trouble as I'm kind of worried. I'm really upset that that whole ordeal ended up like that. That should have been a really simple job, but it just goes to show that nothing can be easy. And that's the only truth out of that. So as of right now, I parked it, you know, I double checked everything again. All of the lights were working except for the one reverse light, but that'll just probably need a bulb because I tried to reuse a bulb. Maybe it killed it once, you know, I was shaking it and trying to push it into the, you know, the socket. So that's probably why that one's not working. Hopefully we just get a bulb in there and there will be it'll be functioning just fine. And yeah, so that was stupid long. I hate it when jobs that are supposed to be so simple go in that direction. That should have just been unplug the old circuit panel, plug in the new one, replace the bulbs, that's it. But no, we had to deal with the corrosion issue. One of the one of the back prongs got stuck in the harness. So hopefully that's not where it all went wrong, trying to get that broken harness out, or that broken prong out of that one harness. So I mean, that could be where the issue is as far as the shorting out. Could be that terminal. I'm thinking that's probably the most important one probably. And we'll just see what happens if we're going to end up replacing that. I might go to a junkyard, and maybe try to cut one off of another Malibu if I can find one that's in decent shape and not corroded like that. I have a feeling that's going to be kind of hard, just because of the fact that all of those cars do that. But needless to say, it doesn't matter right now. It's working, and hopefully it'll stay working for a while until I can figure out another solution to this without spending $70-some on a stupid plug. But that's it. That's in theory, that's how you're supposed to change. That's how you change a circuit panel for your 97 to 2003 Malibu and your 2004 and 2005 Malibu Classic. It's easy, in theory. Well, technically it probably is easy if you don't have water problems like that one did, but chances are if you're changing it out, it's probably because you have had water problems. I'm done. Don't forget to give this vlog a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Be sure to check out Mike's Vehicle Spotlight, the official vehicle touring segment posted on this channel. I'm going home now. I will see you guys later. Take care.